Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and welcome back to our build of Jurassic World Lagoon, our unique Jurassic World Evolution Park thingamajig. I say unique, I totally stole the idea from Reddit. Anyways, many things actually to address. First of all, I want to thank you guys so much for all the name suggestions you left on my QT from the last video. I really didn't expect that many comments. I went on, there was like 250 name suggestions. I was kind of blown away, so thank you guys so much for hooking me up with all of those. I have implemented all of them. We're going to go through those in a moment. A lot of you did still leave name suggestions in the video. I am not using those anymore, so as much as I appreciate it, if you want to leave a name suggestion, you are going to have to use the QT. For those who don't know, if you missed the last episode or whatever, if you go into the description of this video, there's a QT link, QUTEE.com. You have to sign up a little bit, and it's a link to my direct page, and what you can do is then leave a comment and tag the type of dinosaur you want to name. It makes it a lot easier on me, and it means we can kind of keep using the same QT for all of our series. It's working out really well so far. I think it's a really good idea, and I just want to thank you guys for joining in with that. So if your name didn't make it in, do not fret, there will be many opportunities in the future. I'm still thinking about how we're going to handle this. I think what we might do is clear it between each playthrough. It'll still be the same QT, but I might wipe the comments. So if yours doesn't get picked, you'll get a chance next time, and blah 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 blah. Because recent... What is that? What is going on in the top left? What is this? Anyway, I don't know for sure yet. Anyways, let's meet our dinosaurs. So, in the Troodons, we have the small one. We have Kermit, Scoffy, Shofi? That's after your dead dog, isn't it? And I feel bad just saying the word dead dog, but that's sad. But there you go, Shofi. I'm going to call it Shofi. Decaf, of course, from Jurassic World the game, who was killed by the Troodon. Aku, which... Aku is like an evil Japanese thing, I get that, right? But is Aku the name of the guy in... What's that? Samurai Jack. Is that the evil dude? Is he called Aku in that? I think so. Nibbler, who has just disappeared in the tree line like the son of a gun he is. Corey. Am I missing any others? Oh, they keep standing in the bloody trees. Bert is the alpha. I believe that's all of them, unless I've gone crazy. Let's try to go back the other way. Yes, that's all of them. So that's all the Troodons. These Sinoceratopses, Moto, Humphrey, who's also in the trees. They're all in the bloody trees. Humphrey, Flubber, and Greg Paul, who... I had to Google that because I didn't want it to be like a mean reference, and it's not. It's some guy I don't care about, so who cares. The Mamenchisauruses, Littlefoot, because we're probably not going to have a Brachiosaurus in this series, and Mayo. So that is our first exhibit. If we move on to the second, we have... You're just on your own, aren't you, buddy? We have, of course, Makolo Mbembe. We have Oswald, the Alaro-Titan, Swansea, the Alaro-Titan, and Cygnus, the Alaro-Titan. We also have... Mr. Hopper, the Huangosaurus. Now, this person did... Oh, he's sleeping. This person did suggest Mr. and Mrs. Hopper. Unfortunately, Mr. and Mrs. Hopper have divorced, and Mr. Hopper is now with Chubbers, okay? They had a rough breakup. Mr. Hoppers has left Mrs. Hoppers to get with Chubbers. So, we have Polar-Campsis, we have Doodle, Turt, which I don't get at all, admittedly, and Anning, which is a famous British paleontologist, and the Apatosaurus called Wanda. I really like that name, that was cool. And Berry, the Pachycephalosaurus Sacrifice, again, didn't quite get that, I thought that was spooky, and Friatuk, of course, the Alpha, and finally we have Binge and Ankles, the Ankylosauruses. So, all those dinosaurs have now officially been named. We're going to add 3 more dinosaurs in today's episode. Feel free to leave those name suggestions. On the QT, I will get to those in the next video. Do not leave your name suggestions in the comments down below. I will not use them, okay? Also, somebody suggested I get rid of some trees because it was looking a little lacking in lagoon-ness, and I did agree, so I've deleted quite a lot of them, and I think it looks nice. So, as you can see, I've been a little bit busy. I went ahead and did a lot of the setup for today's video. We're going to build this third island together, wholesome, but I wanted to show the general idea, which was to have like a little trifecta of islands for the Spinosaurus, the Suchomimus, and the Baryonyx. Now, this bigger one over here is where we're going to put our thingamajiggy. You know, thingamajiggy. Monorail station, so it's going to sit somewhere. We're going to extend this out a little bit to the left and have like a little monorail station here, and then you're just going to walk between all 3. We're not going to connect these together. If you want to get from here, you have to go all the way back over there and hop into the monorail. It's completely inefficient, but I don't care. Okay, it's fun to mix things up. We may do a little path eventually, but for now, like, I've also had... Tell you what, let's get our first dinosaur on the go. So these 2 exhibits are done, so we should start with these ones. So Baryonyx first, I guess. Baryonyx is the worst of the bunch. No harm. I don't like the Baryonyx. So we'll start with the Baryonyx. I'm just going to focus completely on success rate for now. And where are you, Bazza? I want to love the Baryonyx, I really do. But I don't. Rainforest, nice and appropriate. And let's have a little look at social. How many can we squeeze in here? We could do 4 to 5. That seems excessive. I think we might do a triple though. I think that might be quite cool, especially for things like the Spinosaurus. It's going to be a little crammed. Let's just take a little peek. So just. I mean, I think they're bigger than they. I think 3 is going to look a little daft there, isn't it? I think 2 is probably the right number. We always go for 2, but I think 3. Yeah, 3's too many. 3's too many. I want my dinosaurs to look like they could be happy and not go absolutely shockingly miserable. So the only thing I really want to change is this little doohickey down here, confined space 3.0, because that's going to massively reduce the amount of grassland needed. Hopefully, it's going to mean we can squeeze it into these small exhibits. The more I look at the size of them, the more I think we might need to adjust them a little bit, but there's no way to know quite yet. And what we can do now is speed. Speed. And we'll do multiple colours because I'm fancy like that. So we'll have a rainforest and we'll have a... what am I feeling? Coastal, right? Because it's, you know, wet, basically. So 2 baryonyxes on the way, and they're going to go in here. I'm really hopeful this is big enough. I might have to extend it out a little bit, but whilst we're waiting on that, let's set up this 3rd island. This is going to be probably the Spinosaurus one, Suchomimus baryonyx, something like that. So what I want to do is give the edge of this just a little bit more of a man-made, sort of straight-edged feel. Because that's where the monorail station is going to sit. As close to the edge as possible. Really don't want to use up much room here. And I think that's going to curl behind... Curl? You have to curl, you can't be straight. What are you doing? Oh, right, okay, it's always like that. Why am I being weird? God only knows. Right, on we go. So, of course, the 3 dinosaurs we're going to need names for are... I'm going to try that again in English. The 3 dinosaurs we're going to need names for are Suchomimus baryonyx and Spinosaurus. There's going to be 2 of each, so feel free to leave your suggestions. I do tend to only take 1 name per person, just so I can spread it out quite a little bit, but feel free to leave several suggestions and I'll pick whichever one I like the best, basically. And if you see one you do like, maybe you don't have any ideas of your own, but you know, see other comments that you do like, feel free to upvote those comments, because then I will... This needs to come forward a little bit, doesn't it? No, just... There we go. I'm keeping this middle bit untethered for now. I've got a little bit of a plan for that. I'm not convinced I'm going to do it, but I've got a potential plan. Path is not incomplete. Be quiet. It's saying that because it's not connected to a building. Oh, it's never going to be connected to a building. Ah. You connected to a building? Yeah, because of the little tower. Huh. God, I don't know why they have to be connected to a building. I really don't. Whatever. I will find a way. Life finds a way. So does BestInSlot. That's the saying. Pretty sure that's the saying. Right. Just stick that in. Let's just get the shape done and we'll go from there. Okay? Nothing to worry about, folks. Nothing to worry about. I know. I can hear you all panicking in the distance. Oh no, it's all over. Whatever will he do? Oh god. Ugh. It's a little bit of a finicky shape, but that's okay. I love my finicky shapes. There we go. Finicky as balls. Exactly what we're looking for. Let's add a little bit of water. One around there and around there. There we go. So as you can see, I've also built myself an extra breeding hatchery thingamajiggy over here. Let's release the baryonyxes and shoot them in the facial regions.
Setting additional task.
I did it. Alright, buddy. No, I don't like baryonyx. No matter how much I try to convince myself, I just don't like the baryonyx. So, I mean, I was going to do all of this out of video, you know, this building bit, but I figure people like to hear me talk rubbish, because you're all a bit weird yourselves, and frankly, I don't think I'd be able to fill the video otherwise, so get over it. This is what we're doing now. This shouldn't take long. I did do the other 3 just because I didn't want to spend the entire video putting little rings around paths, basically. Oh no. Oh no. That's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. It's depressing. But it's Christmas. It's think everyone's like, oh, Christmas is a really happy time of year. And don't get me wrong, I actually adore Christmas. I don't really do much special, I just go hang out with my family. But, oh, no. That could have been perfect. I saw it briefly. But Christmas is like the most depressive time of the year. Like, there's more suicides at Christmas than like any other time of the year, I think. I guess because people see
Request acknowledged.
the rest of the, like, other people being all happy and family orientated and stuff like that. And, that makes them depressed or something? I don't know. That's what I'm assuming. I would hate to be wrong on that though. So, all I would say to that is, really, who cares about family? Not who cares about family. Family's super important, right? But we're just gonna talk here, by the way, because I don't really have anything else to do. We're gonna get a little serious. I've never really talked about my family. I had quite a rough upbringing in some ways. Not rough, but it definitely wasn't a perfect family upbringing by any extent. You know, my parents weren't really about when I was growing up, blah, 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 blah. I'm very chill with both of them now. You know, parents make mistakes. One of your biggest realizations you have to make as an adult is that your parents are adults with their own dreams and hopes and aspirations, and they, unfortunately, although they should, they don't actually just exist because of you. You know, it's actually quite a weird thing to realize. As weird as it sounds to think that would be weird, but it's so close to glory. That'll do. It looks nice though, doesn't it? I think it's a really cool little setup. Why have you gone all dirty? Dirty. We are going to have to attach a building, which I haven't thought about because I've left absolutely no room for it. But I really like the look of it. What was I going to say? The point is, even if you didn't have a good upbringing, you know, my granddad tried to kill me, for example. My family life was rough, alright? That's not a good example. There's one example. But, yeah, everyone had their own stuff growing up, and,
Heading to pick up the asset.
all you can do is realise that one day you'll make your own family. No matter what situation you're in.
Collecting asset.
People, you can be like 45 watching this video, home alone for Christmas, thinking I'm going to die alone. But it's just not true. My dad, right? My dad is divorced 3 times. But now he's dating this woman down in Nottingham. He's going to go live with her and stuff. Is that too much information? No, that's about an appropriate amount of information. There's always hope.
Transportation
That's like
underway.
55 or something. Always hope, ladies and
Asset being
gentlemen. Always hope.
transported.
Whilst that's going on, let's get our next dinosaurs on the way. I'm going to talk about dinosaurs now instead of life. That's super mindless. Although, I have been thinking about this. For those of you who've been on the channel for a very, very long time, you may remember... Did I do all woodland here? Yeah. Oh, it's going to be... Oh, they need even more room than the baryonyx. I think 6,000 sounds like a lot without actually necessarily being a lot. That's what I'm banking on here. That's what I'm really hoping for. I'm not that confident, but we'll see what happens. We're going to go for woodland, and we're going to go for default. I'm just looking for wetland sort of themed ones. What was I saying? What was I talking about? Other than life? I've actually completely forgotten. Ah, whatever. Moving on. So how are we... I had a little bit of an idea. Alright. What I was thinking is building like a little mini island in the middle and having 3 towers. Oh, this is way bigger than I thought it was. They'll be absolutely fine. I mean, they need some forests, yeah, but... Honestly, you don't realise how massive these islands actually are until you put the dinosaurs on them, and they're absolutely tiny in comparison. I think we could put 3 baryonyxes on here. I think we probably will. Oh, that's awesome. Good stuff. Right. Feeders. I think it's goats. You know, these are big hunting dinosaurs. They deserve a goat. Let's go there. Whatever. And obviously they need a little bit of... Yeah, we'll work on that in a minute. I want to work on this middle bit. They're happy. They're not going to die. Oh, they do need water. I was going to say we'll add the water in a little bit, but they'll die without water, so... Oh, I kind of like that. I like that. Do I like that or do I hate that? It's very hard for me to tell. I'm going to go with I like it, but I'm not convinced. Right, so what I was thinking, yeah, is like building like a little mini island in the middle and having 3 towers pointing out in all 3 directions. I don't know if it's going to fit, but I think it's a really cool idea. And we're going to try it. It does ruin the lagoony bit in the middle, but... well, shut up. It's my park. No, I don't know. That's the only reason. That and the fact that I don't think it's going to fit are making me hesitant about it. But we're going to give it a go. Never hurts to give it a go, folks. Never hurts. Well, actually, there's many things that do hurt to give it a go that you shouldn't do, but that's not the point. Yeah. I think we need to bring them both down. I don't think this last one's going to fit, no matter what I do. Yeah, it's not saying terrain, it's saying obstructed, which suggests... Oh no, maybe. Oh, this worked out really well. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I'm going to say that's cool. So we're going to join these all together. And just realised there was no way I'm getting a path between any of these. I only need it on one, but I don't know where it would possibly go. What I think we need to do is bring this bottom one a little bit closer to the exhibit. About there. That should leave enough room to do a little path there. I'd like to do one on all three sides, but if I can't, I'll just do like this. Oh, no. Now I need it to join on this. I really, like, I want that symmetry so badly. It's not going to fit, is it? Right, okay. No, we can fix this as well. All we need to do is move this one a little bit further in. This is all going to be worth it, folks, when I get this bizarre, stupid-looking thing. You'll all be like, yeah, that was definitely worth half an hour of your life, BestInSlot, you idiot. What about there? This makes more sense anyway. The wall closer to the gate. It's a little bit more even across the wall now. Which is what you want, really, isn't it? Yeah, right. I like this. It's pretty cool. Well, it's terrible. It's hard to tell. Let's just get rid of all the water here. And try to make these middle paths... I mean, it's going to be hard, but we can try to make them somewhat symmetrical looking. Right? No. Can't go from that side. We have to go from this side. It's not going to work otherwise. Little annoyed it's got rid of my flag. Okay. The goal is to match that on both sides. It's gonna be... Yeah, that's not far off. And then... I'm gonna say that's better. It's not perfect, but it's better, and now we have buildings, and we've got this little crisscross, and we'll put a little bit of water in there. We're not going to squeeze in much, I don't think, but oh, more than I expected. Yeah, there we go, little puddle. Come on, puddle me up. Puddle me up. There we go. What do we think? I think from a distance it looks pretty cool. I don't know, it's a little bit messy in the middle, but given the shape of these islands, I think that was kind of inevitable. Requires path connection. No, you bloody don't. No, you... Oh! Oh! I didn't even see that! Do we reckon that's part of it? Is that why it's not working? I hope so. Oh, yeah, well, of course it bloody is. When is the curve not too blimmin' sharp? Big old nerd. Grumble, grumble. Okay. Ah! Mr. Hammond, I think we're online. Back online? Back online. How are we doing? Oh, we're ready. Sugo!
Adding task.
Oh, I just realised, Okay, we have to do this. Oh, we can't go for 4, because I'm stupid. We were going to go for 3, but I've already made them. Never mind. Grumble, grumble. Alright, we'll just do 2. 2 is fine. 2 is a perfectly acceptable number of dinosaurs, okay?
Acknowledged.
I like it. I just want everything to have its own unique, just something that makes it special, you know? Every group of islands, every enclosure has to have something to make it stand out. I still think it needs more trees. People have told me to put less trees, but I like trees. I think this bit here needs, like, a little bayou sort of sticking out there, just to break up the park a little bit. Yeah, I like that more. Just there we go. Because that kind of just looks less like it's taking up the lagoon and more like it's just a natural extension of where the edge of the lagoon is. And if you look at the Amazon River and stuff, this is kind of what the edges look like, so makes sense. Which of these is bigger than we think? They're about the same, aren't they? That middle bit's crazy weird. The whole thing's crazy weird. It's so no. I might, before the next episode, I might take a little bit of time and fix that middle tower section. I don't want to spend the entire episode doing it right now, but I might. I think it's going to bug me if it's not perfect. And I think if I flatten the whole area and plan it out properly, I can probably get it perfect. I think it's probably better to put the path in first and have it meet in the central point here. Oh, that's definitely the right way to do it. Screw it, we're going to do it right now. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And then I'll definitely... Yeah, I know. This is the method. We're waiting for our Spinos to make them move across anyway. It's fine. So what I'm thinking is that if we do it like this and have this middle sort of like a spoke, like a wheel, then the chances of them actually sitting, as long as we can fit all three of them in there, it should be okay. Whether we can do that or not is another kettle of fish, but then all we need to do is make sure the path lines up with that middle bit, like so. Is that going to look good? Yeah, see, that one's okay. Yeah, this was totally worth it. If they all fit. So far, they do. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Yeah. There we go. It's good stuff. Yeah, I'm glad I thought of this. I mean, this was kind of obvious, if we're honest, but that looks substantially better. Back to the water. So, what are you on about? No, there's not terrain bloody constraints. Shut up. Who do you think you are? Oh, that looks so much better. Yeah, I'm dead happy with that. Cool. Right, let's get our Sukos moving across. Remember, these all need names from you lovely folks at home. They're going to go in here. Because it kind of looks a little... Oh, it totally looks like a Suchomimus head. I didn't even do that on purpose. Oh, that's amazing. We need to give it an eye. I didn't realise. Right, before we do that, let's get our Spinosaurus on the way. Spinosaurus. S, BestInSlot. S. And of course, we're going to go for my classic faves. Rainforest. Oh, wait. I always hope that one of them has double, so we can... 10,000, that's going to be close, I think. Yeah, we'll see. Again, we can fix it if absolutely need be. I'd really rather not, but... Rainforest and... I always go for Rainforest and Vivid. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's go for Wetland. There we go, good stuff. Right, it needs an eye, because I'm going to be very upset if I don't give it an eye. How are we going to give it an eye? Do I just put the feeder there? Would it be about there? Oh, excuse me. Hey, look at it, it looks like this little dinosaur. Ah, it's the little things in life, folks. It's the little things. I'm just thinking back to what I was talking about earlier, and I can see how it could be misconstrued as, like, oh, I'm depressed, and the solution is, don't be depressed. That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
Transportation complete.
And I would not purport, I'm regretting what I said. I would not purport to know anyone's situation, and whilst I may be fine with my own messed up childhood, I understand not everyone is in that same place, and that's totally fair enough. I'm just coming from my perspective, I guess. Well, life just feels too short to me, but... Okay, this is going to be a little tight, but... There we go. Oh, it's not even tight in the slightest. Not even slightly tight, which is a shame, but we'll get over it. There we go. Are we still good? Yeah, I don't want to go too far in the forest. And let's do a river for this one. Yeah. I really want a smaller brush because I have to... It's obviously substantially just way too big. But now I have to go in and do this. I want that to curl. The river can't just end there in a place that ends in land because it looks weird. Yeah, it looks quite nice. Ah, this is coming together really well. Okay, we're just waiting on our Spinos, I guess. How are we doing? Where are we? Yeah, we're not that far off. We can set up the exhibit while we wait. Size-wise, this is going to be close, I think. They do need a good 2,000 more grassland than the others, and I'm not convinced they're going to have it. We may have to just pull it out a little bit on this right-hand side, but we will see what we can do. Let's give them a feeder. Boop. Some forest. And what do we want to do? This one's kind of curved in and out and in and out. This was very clearly a river. What do we do for this one? Maybe like... The bushes is too big to do what I want. I want to do like a moat. And we've sort of done it. Yeah, we'll call that good. That's good. Sometimes it's nice if it's not perfect. You don't really want it to be perfect anyway. You want it to look a little bit more natural. Where are my humans? Oh, they're there. They are there. Cool, cool, cool. Right. Well then, while we wait for our Spinos, let's... Okay, great. That's good. Fantastic. You won't let me down, Baryonyx. This is why I love you, Baryonyx. It's not the best view, if we're honest. We're so high up, seemingly, compared to usual. I don't know. It feels like we're miles away. For some reason. That's weird, isn't it? Why does it feel like that? I think the whole thing looks really nice, though. I think I've also decided not to put fencing around the edges because A, that would take such a long time for me to do. Such a long time, and I'm not that patient. I'm really not. It would take so long to cover this entire thing of fence. And two, I don't know, I think it would just ruin the... You know what I'm like when I'm building? I quite like a freeform, natural kind of feel, other than my little cat here. That tends to be the feeling I stick with. Especially over here, jeez. And I think having fences around each thing will kind of ruin that look a little bit, so... Yeah, not for now. Not for now. I think we can do 2 more exhibits. I don't have any plans for these next 2 exhibits, so whilst you should leave name suggestions on the QT, if you want to leave exhibit ideas, enclosure ideas, stuff like that, you can do that right in the comments down below. I'll check those before the next video. Something to go like here, and something to go over here. Who is low health? Why? Are you hungry? Oh, yes. I'm so sorry about this. Somebody actually mentioned in the comments that I forgot to give my Apatosaurus Wanda. I forgot to give it any food. And I did, in my head, remember, like, yes, remember, feed your Apatosaurus at some point, that seems important. But I just completely forgot. Ah, I love that Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus has been in so many thumbnails. I think more than any other dinosaur in the game, that Spinosaurus. Specifically, this skin, the rainforest skin specifically, I think has been in more thumbnails than any other dinosaur.
Adding to the list.
If I had to guess. I'm not going to go back and check, because I think I've probably done several hundred Jurassic World evolution videos by this point in time. I've got like 170 hours played, which in theory is 340 videos approximately. In reality, it's nowhere near that, because I spend a lot of time messing around, editing, and building stuff up beforehand, blah, 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 blah. The maze, for example, took like 10 hours. But still.
Understood.
What do you look like? Hey, this one's cool as well. You deserve more love. It's the woodland one. Not one I mess around with a lot, but it's got like a real... I like it. It's cool. And that's the thumbnails. Spinosaurus is just easy with thumbnails, man. You just take a photo of it and it's like, oh, that's amazing. Because the dinosaur looks amazing. I would like to get it in some nicer lighting, so we'll get it shipped over, though, and get a good look at it in its new exhibit as well. What are you doing over here? Oh, the water. Oh, okay. Tell you what, let's... There you go. No, not over there. No. You don't have any food, but I don't think you need it over here. Are you feeling a little bit... now, buddy, Apatosaurus. Yeah, there we go. I'm very sorry about that. I really am. Wanda. I love that name. It's a great name. Looks nice in daytime, doesn't it? Still think it needs more trees. I know I'm a little obsessed, but I'm really not a big fan of excessive negative space like that, it bugs me a little bit. It just looks plain, and it's the same when I'm building exhibits. You know, I don't like just big open fields. It's really hard for me to do. I like to have trees and bushes and hills and various things. I think just having those trees there does a lot for how the whole thing looks. And plus I'm going for like an Amazonian style river basin sort of lagoon thingamajig. There would be trees and plant life and just stuff going on, basically, you know? But the lighting's really nice. Don't shoot it yet, don't shoot it yet. No! No! The timing. Okay, let's get them shipped over.
En route to pick up the asset.
I have a very strong suspicion this exhibit's not big enough.
En route to collect the asset.
It's going to be tight, we'll see. I feel like there should be a fence here as well. We're just going to do a little one. I don't like it everywhere, but I do like it when it... I don't know, just some places feel like they should have... Oh, you're not going to let me do this, are you, game? Yeah. And then that can maybe go into...
asset transit.
Yeah, well, you know what I'll do? I'll build it, and if it looks rubbish, we'll get rid of it. Simple as that. It is snapping in the most awkward positions. That's pretty fun, isn't it? I don't know, it just makes it feel more like a special, official little thing, I guess. Wish that would... Oh, you do squeeze in there. Aren't you a little hero? Who's my big hero? Please stop it. Please stop. Just... Okay. I can fix that. It's a little bit risky, if we're honest. There we go. You just can't have the sticking point there. It's still snapping for some god knows what reason. It just really wants to snap. I think you have to curve it.
Asset has been transported.
Alright. Oh, look at that lighting right there. Oh, beautiful. Spinosaurus is landing. Dinosaur threat is gone. Good stuff.
Asset transported.
Nobody's died yet. You know, this is a successful park by my standard. Oh, what am I doing? No, 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 senorita. No, 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 no. In theory, it doesn't matter if the exhibit's too small for the Spinosaurus. In theory, that's all I'm saying. Come on, I saw you do. You can do this. You can do this, I believe. There's a little... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can't do this. I was so sure I saw like a little point where it considered it, but it's decided against it. Right. How unhappy are you guys? No, 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 that's good. We can work with that. Just need to get rid of a little bit of forest. Bring that there. How are we doing? Okay, that's fine. It's fine. There we go. There we go. We're not allowed trees in this exhibit. It looks silly to me, but I have to deal with it. Okay, that's the world we live in now. Let's just finish off this fence. But then we're done, basically. It is successfully built. The whole shebang is completo. That's not going to work either, is it? Stop snapping! At least let me toggle the snap. That's all I'm looking for. The ability to toggle the snap. I really don't want anything else. Let me toggle the snap, and let me choose whether to hook onto these things. That one worked out, thankfully. This one's going to be a little bit tighter. Yeah. He's got to find the furthest out point and then move to the left and find the bit where it says not obstructed, and it isn't one. So we need to go from there instead. Unfortunately. I think even having... Oh, God. Fine, whatever. Even if it doesn't all match in the middle perfectly, I think it still looks better than it did. I don't know. It's these little details that I think make parks look cool. And cool things are cool. No matter what your parents tell you. Whatever. Any chance? Any chance? Nah, not a chance. Okay, there we go. I really like that. Okay, let's look at our little Spinos. How are we doing? We good? Getting a little angsty with each other, I guess. Let's have a look for our viewing tower. Rainforest has established dominance. One wetland, one. So, ladies and gentlemen, 2 Spinosauruses, 2 Suchomimuses. and 2 Baryonyxes. Need a lovely name from you folks at home. So let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't signed up to the QC already, I think people will attest. It is a relatively easy and painless process. Once you've done it once, we're going to use the same thing for all my future videos. I'm still not sure if I'm going to... Excuse me, buddy, I'm talking to YouTube. I'm still not sure if we're going to clear it between series. I think that's the fair way to do it, because some people will join for new series, and some people, you know, if you've commented on this one, and there's another series down the line, the chances are your comment is kind of going to get buried at the bottom anyway, and I don't want that to happen. I want everyone to have a good fair shot of getting their names in, so I think we will clear it, if that's something we can even do, because QT is... it's useful, but I'm still on the lookout for a slightly better site, because it has some issues, like limiting my comment tags, and I did a QT, I did a test one, and it didn't work, so I want to remake it, but I can't delete my old one because, again, because QT is a bit dim. But there we go. Beautiful. Thumbnail. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I need suggestions for the next 2 islands. Well, we'll just focus on the next one here. It's going to go here. We could do a funky shape. Could do another UFO. I don't mind. We can do a little shape there, and then we're going to do a little weird sort of mushroom-headed one over here as well. And I'll see you lovely folks then. Look at that. Beautiful morning. Beautiful. I want to put trees there. I will resist. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked the video, please do hit the like button. It really helps me out. If you didn't like the video, then why are you still watching this 36 minutes later? You big old weirdo. Cheers myself as always. Bye-bye. A little shout out at the end. This video and others like it would not be possible at all without the support of you guys watching me at home, and also everyone on this Patreon page right here who supported me in the last month. If you want to help out as well, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. Every little really helps. Cheers.